There's a new detail about One Piece live-action Season 3 that nobody is talking about, and it suggests the fun adventure we saw in the first 2 seasons is officially over. We might already know what's going to happen next as the crew enters the Alabasta saga, but there's one problem. Netflix has officially confirmed that Season 3 will focus entirely on a massive civil war. This one detail points to a much darker tone, and it means the Straw Hats are no longer just pirates. They are now political targets in a game they don't understand. You are watching Screen Explain. One Piece Season 3 is officially in production and is expected to premiere in 2027. This is happening because Netflix renewed the series for a 3rd season before Season 2 even aired, allowing the team to film the Alabasta arc back-to-back. Because of this, we are seeing the introduction of the first final boss of the Grand Line, Sir Crocodile, played by Joe Manganiello. This leads to a new power rule for the live action. Crocodile is a Logia-type user, which means he can turn his body into sand. This is happening because the show is finally introducing the concept that physical hits cannot touch certain Devil Fruit users. Because of this, Luffy's standard combat style is completely neutralized, leading to his first total defeat. This forces a change in the story's direction, as Luffy must find a natural weakness to even stand a chance, which leads to the iconic and messy Water Luffy transformation. This build-up brings a new dynamic to the crew, the arrival of Nico Robin, also known as Miss All Sunday. While she starts as an antagonist, her role as the only person who can read poneglyphs makes her the most dangerous person in the world to the world government. This is the obvious direction, because she eventually joins the crew, but it feels too predictable for her to just be a hero. A more likely outcome is that the live action will emphasize her betrayal of Crocodile earlier, which shifts the core question from can they win a war to who can you actually trust in a land of sand and secrets? This forces a major character spotlight on Princess Vivi. Since she has to choose between her kingdom and her friends, her departure from the ship will be the most emotional moment of the series so far. So now, Alabasta isn't just a location, it's a test of loyalty. This leads to a choice for the Straw Hats. Do they stay and fight a warlord of the sea with no reward, or do they realize that the Grand Line is too dangerous for them to play hero? The most likely outcome is that Season 3 ends with the crew's bounty reaching 100 million berry, setting them up as global threats. But will the live-action version finally give us the debut of Port Gas D Ace to save Luffy from the smoker pursuit? Subscribe to Screen Explain for more.